Welcome to Magic Oak Stories, where every leaf hides a new adventure, and every branch holds a tale waiting just for you. Get ready to step into a world of magic, wonder, and fun, because your story is about to begin. The Secret Door in Willow Creek. Once upon a time, in a quiet little town called Willow Creek, there lived a curious child named Leo. Leo had a wild imagination and a knack for noticing things that others didn't. He loved to explore, whether it was climbing the tallest tree, wading through the creek behind his house, or peeking into every nook and cranny in his backyard. One sunny afternoon, while Leo was digging near the old willow tree at the far edge of the garden, his trowel hit something hard. Curious, he brushed away the soil and discovered a small wooden door, half hidden by ivy and moss. It was no bigger than a suitcase, but intricately carved with strange symbols that shimmered faintly in the sunlight. Leo's heart pounded. A secret door? Here? He whispered. He tugged at the handle. It didn't budge at first, but then, with a little wiggle, it creaked open, revealing a tunnel filled with golden light. He hesitated for only a moment, then stepped through. On the other side, Leo found himself in a magical forest unlike anything he had ever seen. The trees sparkled with tiny lantern-like fruits that glowed in every color of the rainbow. Flowers sang soft melodies when the wind passed through them, and butterflies with shimmering wings danced in the air. In the distance, he could see a sparkling river that sparkled like liquid crystal, winding its way through the forest. Wow! Leo breathed, spinning in circles. He could hear tiny laughter all around him. Suddenly, a small creature hopped onto a rock in front of him. It had bright green fur, big golden eyes, and tiny wings that fluttered so fast they made a soft humming sound. "Hello there," the creature chirped. "I'm Pippin. Who are you?" "I'm Leo," he said cautiously. "Where am I?" "This," Pippin said with a dramatic flourish of his tiny arms, "is Luminera, the land that appears only to those who find the secret doors. Not many humans ever get here." Leo's eyes widened. "A magical world? Really? Really?" Pippin replied. "But we could use your help. Something strange is happening. The light crystals that keep our forest bright are losing their glow. Without them, Luminera will fade away." Leo felt a mix of fear and excitement. He had always dreamed of a real adventure, and now one was happening right in his backyard. Pippin led him deeper into the forest, hopping from flower to flower, explaining the rules of Luminara. The light crystals are hidden in 4 corners of the forest. Each one has a guardian. To restore the glow, you must be brave, clever, and kind. Their first stop was the Whispering Willow, where a giant owl with feathers like spun silver guarded the first crystal. The owl's eyes glimmered like tiny moons. "To take the crystal, you must answer a riddle," it said in a voice deep and echoing. Leo nodded, determined. The owl asked, "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?" Leo thought for a moment, then smiled. "An echo." The owl blinked, then lowered a wing, revealing a glowing crystal. "Clever child," the owl said. "May your courage guide you." Next, they came to a sparkling pond where the second crystal floated atop a lily pad. Guarding it was a shimmering fish who could talk. "To claim this crystal," the fish said, "you must show kindness." Leo looked around and noticed tiny insects struggling in the pond. He carefully scooped them up and placed them on safe leaves. The fish clapped its fins in delight. "You have shown kindness. The crystal is yours." By the third crystal, Leo had learned to trust his instincts. It was hidden inside a cave guarded by a playful fox. To retrieve it, Leo had to solve a tricky maze of mirrors and reflections. He laughed at first, unsure of the right path, but remembered Pippin's advice: use your heart, not just your eyes. Closing his eyes, Leo felt the gentle hum of the forest, and suddenly he knew which way to turn. The fox grinned, delighted, and handed him the crystal. Finally, they reached the fourth crystal, deep in a meadow where the sun shone brightest. A gentle giant, taller than any tree, stood guard. "The last test," the giant said, "is courage. The path ahead is yours only if you are not afraid." Leo's legs shook as he looked down a narrow bridge over a chasm of swirling light. Taking a deep breath, he stepped forward, 1 foot at a time, and made it across safely. The giant lowered the crystal with a kind smile. As soon as Leo placed all 4 crystals on a stone pedestal in the center of the forest, Luminara erupted in color and light. The lantern fruits glowed brighter than ever, the river sparkled like diamonds, and the flowers sang a symphony of gratitude. Pippin fluttered to Leo's shoulder. "You did it! You saved Luminara!" Leo grinned. "I couldn't have done it without your guidance." "True," said Pippin, "but it was your courage, kindness, and cleverness that restored our home." As the sun began to set, Leo realized it was time to go home. He hugged Pippin and promised to return. Stepping back through the secret door, he found himself once again under the old willow tree in his backyard. The ivy and moss hid the door perfectly, as if it had never been there. But Leo knew the truth. He had discovered a magical world, made incredible friends, and proved to himself that bravery, kindness, and a curious heart could make the impossible possible. And every now and then, when the wind rustled through the willow tree or the sunset painted the sky in dazzling colors, Leo would smile and whisper, "See you soon, Luminara."